Good morning, Cedar Park. It's Thursday, April 3rd, and it's an A-Day.
This morning, a special look at this year's March Madness.
Plus, Molly Pinkerton and varsity girls soccer player Christy Tabor are live in the studio with an all-new T-Wolf Spotlight.
And on today's brief, the latest information on the new tariffs that were announced.
Turn it up because the Wolfcast starts now.
Good morning, Cedar Park, and welcome back to the Wolfcast. I'm Lulu Lynch.
I'm Reed Cummins.
And I'm Kara Cox.
Once again, the men's basketball tournament March Madness has reached the Final Four.
After a month of non-stop games with memorable moments made and brackets busted, only 2 games separate a team and the ultimate goal of their season.
Reporter Gus Mountjoy has a preview of the biggest games of the season in the Final Four. Gus?
Thanks, Kira. 68 teams set out after college basketball's biggest prize, and now only 4 remain. I watched over 50 hours of college basketball's regular season and nearly every single March Madness game. So I went into detail about these 4 remaining squads. Our first team we're going over is the Auburn Tigers out of the SEC. They went 32-5 during the regular season, were first in the regular season, claiming the SEC regular season title, and they lost in the semis of the SEC tourney playing Tennessee. So now, as they made it to the Final Four, they'll play Florida. So far this year, they've had the most Q1 wins. They're 4th in the KenPom rankings, and they're the number 1 overall seed in the tournament. And to get to this point, they've had to beat 16 seed Alabama State, 9 seed Creighton, 5 seed Michigan, and the 2 seed Michigan State Spartans. Our first player to watch is Johnny Broome, National Player of the Year finalist. He's averaging 18.7 points per game and 10 rebounds. He had 25, 14, and 22 against the Michigan State Spartans in the Elite 8. And he's paired with Chad Baker Mazzara, 12, 3, and 2 across the year, and had 17 against Creighton in the round of 32. And they'll be playing Florida. During the regular season, they lost at home by 9. If you would like to see my full preview of all 4 teams and their matchups, make sure to check out our YouTube channel after today's show. With CPHS News reporting for the Wolfcast, I'm Gus Mountjoy.
Thanks, Gus. Coming up, Jack Cooper's in the studio with today's headlines in this morning's brief, right after these announcements.
Good morning, Cedar Park, and welcome to today's brief. First, stock markets are falling around the world less than 24 hours after President Trump announced new updates to his tariff plan. Dubbed Liberation Day, Trump presented 2 new tariffs, the first being a 10% universal import on all goods brought to the United States, and the second being reciprocal tariffs on over 90 countries. Reciprocal tariffs take other countries' import rates and match them, meaning, as the president put it, quote, means they do it to us and we do it to them. The universal tariff will go into effect on April 5th, while the reciprocal tariffs will begin on April 9th. Next, the Texas House Public Education Committee is meeting today to potentially vote on whether to take Senate Bill 2 and House Bill 2 out of committee as amended to then go to the House floor for a full vote. Both House and Senate bills would create a school voucher program which would use money allocated by the government to public schools to pay for private school costs. The Texas House differs from the Senate bill by proposing higher priority to special education students as well as students from low-income backgrounds. If the House bill passes, it will then need to have differences reconciled with the Senate bill before going to the governor's desk. Finally, President Obama's photobomb is going viral. A family was visiting D.C.'s Tidal Basin when the former president, wearing a baseball cap and sunglasses, strolled into the back of a photo. Mother Portia Moore recalls her shock upon seeing the president in the picture and called it a new family heirloom. Obama himself responded to the photobomb, writing, quote, "My bad for stepping into the shot," on the mother's Instagram post. So, how would you guys feel if a celebrity photobombed one of your pictures?
That's so awesome.
It's iconic. I feel like I'd be able to show all my friends and be like, yeah, I got a celebrity in my pictures. And be
I
like,
know,
that's awesome.
You're never losing 2 truths and a lie. Like,
No.
Especially like the fact that it's a president. That's like so weird to me because it's like after they're done being the president, like they're just like
They're just normal people.
what do they do?
Walking
It's like,
around.
That's
they just
crazy.
got stuff to do. Gotta go get groceries.
I can't
you know,
believe he like could walk there and there wasn't like Secret Service
I mean,
surrounding
I
him.
think
Like
there
everything.
was.
yeah, in the
Oh.
picture there's Secret Service.
But like,
but
yeah, but they're
still.
just like low key, like just like
People?
just
Yeah.
average like.
And it's
Joes.
hilarious that he was like, my bad for doing that.
My bad.
He's just a normal
Do you
person.
guys have like any like dream celebrity photobombs?
Honestly,
Dream celebrity photobombs.
Or I guess just like any celebrity you'd want to meet.
I feel like any celebrity like I dream about having a picture with. It's like I hope that like it's like a
Yeah.
Selfie.
a
Yeah.
picture
Or, like,
we both
you'd be
agree
like,
to be
"Hey."
in.
But
But
both
like,
agree to
like
have.
I have pictures of people, but I also have like a picture with Glenn Powell.
I
Like
take
it's like I'd
pictures
rather
of
have a
people.
picture with somebody
Yeah.
than like
Than
a
of
picture where they're in the
someone. Paparazzi.
background.
No, that's true.
But it's funny when they're in the background because
It's
it's
like
like
you-
you're the
Yeah,
main
it's like
character
camera.
and they're just like
that's
some
true,
random
that's
guy.
true.
Oh, that guy. Oh yeah.
Well, thanks, Jack. We'll be right back with an all-new T-Will Spotlight live with Molly Pinkerton and varsity girls soccer player Christy Tabor.
Good morning, Cedar Park High School. I'm Molly Pinkerton. I'm here today with varsity girls soccer player Christy Tabor. So, how are you today, Christy?
I'm doing good. How are you,
Okay.
Molly?
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. So, you've been on varsity all 3 years, right?
Kind of.
Oh,
Two and a half, I would
okay.
say.
How does this year's team compare to past seasons, and what do you think has made this group so dominant?
I feel like we have really good chemistry. Like we're all like really good friends off the field, and I feel like that's something that's like not
Yeah.
been as strong as it's been in the past. So like this year we're all like really
It's
good
really
friends, and chemistry is really important on and off the field. So.
Great. Going into the state championship undefeated, what kind of pressure are you feeling?
Well, now it's just win or go home. So if we lose, then we're just out of it. So just
Kind of sad if you
Yeah.
lose. So.
you got to keep going. Can't lose.
Okay. What has been the biggest challenge or toughest game this season, and how did your team push through?
Our coach put us through really hard games in the preseason so we could prepare for our season. So like in the preseason we played the previous state champions, Wakeland, and I think that was really good for us
It was
because
a pretty close game.
yes, and there's a chance we'll see them in the state finals, so it's a good game so we can we
Right.
know how they play already, so we're basically prepared for it.
Okay, great. What would winning state mean to you personally and to the program?
Well, the program has never made one state before, so it'd be really big, and I feel like you win state, that's
yeah,
great.
it's like kind of like cool. Well, those are all the questions I have for you today. Thank you so much for coming by, Christy. With CPHS News reporting the Wolfcast, I'm Molly Pinkerton. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Molly.
Now it's time for your scholarship of the week.
Eric Zlaitis joins us now. Eric.
Thanks, Kira. This week's scholarship is the Be of Vanessa Scholarship. This scholarship is available to any high school senior interested in art, music, education, or healthcare. After only writing a short 500-word essay, you could win up to $500, and you can apply at their page at bold.org/scholarship/Be of Vanessa Scholarship. The deadline to submit an entry is April 15th. To apply or learn more about the Be of Vanessa Scholarship, check out a link of the application on our Instagram at CPHS News. Join us next week for another scholarship that might be the one for you. With CPHS News, I'm Eric Zlaitis. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Eric, and that's today's Wolfcast. Thank you for taking the time to join us during your den.
You can find more stories and content on our X, YouTube, or TikTok at CPHS News.
Catch tomorrow's show for a story on how district budget cuts are impacting course offering at CPHS. With CPHS News, I'm Kira Cox.
I'm Lou Lynch.
And I'm Reed Cummins. Remember to make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.